Nationally, almost the entire year shooting around 45%. His last 2 games, he's shooting 10%.
And defending C.J. Kirst today, the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, one of the best in the country, Will Schaller.
Built like a linebacker, the lefty runs like a cornerback.
Our officials today, Peter Buchanan, Brian, and Tim Luxinger.
Don't forget, what we do in life will echo forever and eternity. Wyatt, Logan, touch gloves. Come across, meet your opponent. Yep, thank you, Larry. All right. All right, Jack, Shay. We're going to stay off an apple right now, okay? I don't want a red ball to start off with. All right, Jack and Shay, just like we did in the pregame, right? Like we did in the pregame, right? Come down legal. All right? Give me a second for all of the announcements done. All right, Jack and Shay, ready for me? Stay up. Down. Perfect. Set.
This championship game underway. Jack Cascadden. TJ Lamb running back on. Nust with the first. Now C.J. Kirst, the nation's best player. Held scoreless on this field in the semis. Long fights inside, and Logan comes back to Spanos, now picked up by Jason Singer. Spanos had a directing traffic, still plenty of time to shoot with the reset. Spanos gets on the inside roll. Nust comes up with a huge save early.
Their fans on their feet.
Waldman both scored in the semis out there with Ryan Sheehan. Here is Waldman, fires on the run. His second goal of championship weekend. 1-0 Cornell.
Watch the stop by Nust. He's locked up to the post. Good angle play. Matches up stick on stick. That ball actually ricochets off his cross and then hits the post.
Eli Stovall had a goal in the semis. Big left-handed shot, a threat from the outside. Good defense.
Rarely do you see them isolate solo.
There comes Bawsey. He'll crank. McNaney ate it up. Spanos bullying his way against Lamb. Now the help comes. The double. Dislodge. Davis in the passing lane. Whittier able to pick it up. Keegan, step down shot. Wyatt Nust gave up the rebound, and Maryland capitalizes. We're tied at 1. It's Bryce Ford.
Big game Logan even calls turnovers. That is not a stat for an attackman.
And those are hustle stats. Waldman, who's got one.
But as Paul said, they're just so condensed, it almost looks like a zone.
Maryland will work late into the shot. First teamer. Defended by Maryland's best shorty. Kohler. Firth hits the pipe. Now Kirst. He's got a matchup here against a short stick. Swashbuckling down
For most of the season in the last 2 weeks, below 10% right now.
including today, 2 for his last 22. Luzzy, the bounce shot and the score. Cornell's 2 goals today coming from its second midfield.
This is the problem when you play Cornell. If you stop Kirst, you slow down Goldstein. You got to deal with the second midfield, guys like Luzzy. But don't forget about Michael Long. He's a 6th-year senior, and he has some of the best passing skills in all of college lacrosse. He times that cut.
Inside of 10 seconds, Whittier, that one quarter, throws a mangonel the other way.
Frustrating for Maryland.
A.J. Larkin had 2 goals in the semi, tumbles. Don't get a flag, now we get one. It doesn't matter, Daniel Kelly ties the game at 2. We were talking in the break, how does Maryland ignite its offense? They go quickly.
Two of the best players on Maryland are their long pole midfielders, Jack McDonald, number 51, and A.J. Larkin, number 26. And their impact in the middle of the field will be profound.
A lot of folks of another Cornell great who wore 51, Jeff Teat. Here's Dalton out of the box.
And make the defender think in terms of how you're going to guard him.
Shot clock winding down. Goldstein, doorstep, puts it in. He straight beat Jackson Canfield.
Get some ankle tape.
If you're Goldstein, why take away your superpower? It's the firecracker feet. You're 145 pounds. Why go into the meat of the defense? This is beautiful. Change of speed. The hard plant foot. And there is no help. Maryland has to support this matchup when they put Canfield in space. You got to show a little bit.
You know, he beats him.
Back again. Keegan Kelly, there's that right wing sweep. Firth using the Cadigan pick. Gets to the middle. Fires on goal. McNaney vetoes. Kelleher on the rebound. Win. Maneuvering down the alley. Kelleher wants it. Kelleher, shot fake. Fires with the right hand. Kirst. That was his best look of the weekend.
I thought he could have shot it earlier. He had the separation. He kind of ran.
Off the invert against the short stick, Gilmartin. Draws the slide. Whittier from the outside. Dooley slips. Spanos hands free, and he scores. His 12th goal of this postseason.
Coach is hot because he thought it's a moving pick. Extended possessions, that's what Maryland loves to do. C.J. Kirst takes a maybe shot. He tries to go to the twister here late. Watches the head of his stick come over his right shoulder and shoots for that far post. But at the end of the day, Spanos is set up by...
Then back and forth. Firth over to Long, feeding inside to Dalton. Andrew Dalton, big red rifle. He had the game winner against Richmond in the quarters.
Dalton had a huge fourth quarter to propel the Big Red to championship weekend down at Hofstra in the quarterfinals. Firth does the initial drawing, and then it's Mr. Assister. Michael Long, his 12th assist of this tournament. How about the deception to catch that ball low and don't do anything other than shelf it?
Terrific cut by Dalton.
25 to shoot. Long, 2 assists today. That's a good feed. That goes
Don Tillman, less tape he can watch.
Irks up, fires. Nust has been strong. 70%, 7 out of 10 for the season. Over to Kirst. Schaller on him. Kirst down the alley.
That muscle tight matchup at goal line extending. Get him up top.
Goldstein with his second. And we have our first 2-goal lead of this championship game.
Don Tillman looking at the replay. We talked about the Goldstein matchup. He's tried 2 different defenders on him, and they have no answers. Here's the save. Look, this is not a bad shot, but the location, that's an easy stop. Quite honestly, Maryland is putting the ball into the stick.
Spanos pivots. Keegan against the short stick Lamb. Split dodge. Shot clock at 10. Spanos with the left hand, he scores. That's what Maryland did to Syracuse in the semis. They had 3-4 goals that came inside of 10 seconds on the shot clock.
They're at it again, Anish. They'll lull you to sleep, and then bam! And Eric Spanos showing you some versatility. From this spot, he typically loves to hammer it right-handed, Quint. He sees the defense overplaying his strong hand and pops it with the left.
This is all about some
Incredible for an offense that likes to gas it.
Kirst pinballs off a defender. Bad shot! And C.J. Kirst is online here on championship weekend.
You almost feel the sigh of relief. Let's go Red. Feels their superstar. Brothers are in the stands. He's at it again, Quint.
His head coach, Connor Busick, goes airborne after this goal. This bounce shot under the bar. Watch the kick you get off this artificial surf.
Singer all over Urksa. Urksa got free, plays it back to X. Aiken, a chance here for Schultz. The freshman with his first goal in 5 games. The Terps bench explodes.
This game could be epic because Maryland's offense for the first time tonight. Watch the triangle passing. Urksa presses the corner, kicks it behind. They attack the far side. They get a high percentage shot. That is execution.
Cornell saying that's a pass. Oh! Nust is out of the cage. Oh! Spanos had his shot blocked. That might end up being a critical play in this game. Nust was out of the cage. Maryland had time, and Spanos had an empty net, but his shot was blocked.
That got dicey. That got absolutely disastrous. Right here, this is a great save. This is a live ball. Nust makes a play on it. He should have just scooped it and carried it to the sideline. So he turns it over, and then he gets dusted.
They can trigger transition for them.
Let's see if Kirst can get going. Michael Long, the facilitator in this postseason. Long with a bounce angle. Goldstein to Luzzy. He's a lefty. Kirst from long range. Spanos again, defended by Davis. Tough angle. Staub picks up Spanos. Whittier puts one on K. CJ Kirst, best player in the nation. Kirst wheeling inside. Second goal for Kirst. And the Cornell bench getting juiced.
There's the family. Mom Michelle in the middle with the Reds celebrating. Brother Colin on the right, Boston Cannons goalie.
Watch the pick. Just brushes Schaller. Kirst is
grazed. Goldstein, top side, not much on it. Kirst feeding behind the back. Second midfield has been key. Michael Long, that one.
And Ford against the short sticks.
Urksa, body save now.
in the NCAA tournament.
Kelleher, Kirst, skirts one.
Sophomore, rising star, be a first-round pick in the PLL.
Kirst strong to the cage, like a tremendous machine. He scored 3 in a row for the Big Red.
He's in takeover mode. Watch the subtle angle change as his family celebrates. Watch him kind of zigzag here a little. It's a V. If you draw this on a piece of paper, watch, it's in.
Keegan on the redodge. Off. Checked by the short stick, Gil Martin.
That's a Ward.
He got away with one. And finds Urksa for the goal.
Spanos is your guy. You have to ride him. He is drawing the eyes of the defense. Urksa is the recipient. But this is the big body, 6'5" on a shorty. Cornell knows they have to support. All eyes are on 7. Urksa flashes and understands that. Bam!
Stick defensive midfield. They played well in this tournament. Staub cranks, boy. Here's the poetry. Coming around the corner, CJ Kirst. This is what greatness is all about. He has scored the last 4 for Cornell.
Nice cross-check hold by Lamb, and he's off to the races. He just kind of guesses correctly, and then Kirst is in takeover mode. If you're Maryland's defense.
Cross.
That last goal by Kirst silenced the Maryland bench, so much so that Tillman had to energize them. Well, that works.
Zach Whittier gets one back for the Terps.
Timely goal, the senior from Washington, D.C., known as a passer. He actually leads the team in assists, and so he's given little respect. He's given all sorts of real estate up top. Back and forth he goes. Slide is late, and he beats Nust from mid-range.
He's a passer and a natural lefty. They are...
Final minute, quarter number 3. Spanos trying to get top side. 2 seconds, got to put it on Cage. And Cornell took too much time.
Players are looking at history, quite honestly. It's about staying true to yourself as a player.
Have to get it across midfield before that shot clock hits 60. Cornell wants to go quickly, and they do! A hat trick for Goldstein.
This is disaster zone for Maryland. Number 2 in the country clearing the ball. They've been impeccable all season long. Desperation to get it over the midline to avoid the...
Plays it to Urksa, using the forward pick. Urksa, right hand. Spanos, feet in front to Urksa. That's twice now Spanos has found Urksa. It's 10-8.
Starts with winning faceoffs, and then this is a gorgeous spot feed, like a lob pass. Watch the placement of this and the spatial awareness as Spanos puts it to space and anticipates where Urksa is going to be.
He's been tremendous. He shows you the ability to play bully ball at goal line.
This vaunted Terps defense holding. Shot clock at 9. That's off the pipe. And it goes back to Cornell with a Kirst now. Shaded by Schaller. Using the pick. Kirst gets inside on the cross. McNaney the veto! Star power against star power conversion.
We knew he had to steal some. We said it at halftime.
Help coming. Who's open? Spanos, left hand.
Picks, effective picks. They crush you in the picking game.
2 goals, 2 assists for Spanos. Stovall all the way, flag down. The goal is good. Maryland within 1.
Next level athlete, and you get the mosh pit back in action. Watch him go underneath. A little bit of an S dodge underneath and then back up the goal line extended. Does he land in the goal mouth?
It doesn't matter, he was pushed in the goal.
Urksa measures Lamb. Plays it back to Spanos. Nust, a huge... First has Canfield. Inside roll. 5 goals for C.J. Kirst. Up to 81 on the season, 1 shy of tying the NCAA single season record.
He's been covered by Will Schaller all day, and the brothers love it. Killer turnover by Maryland, sloppy in the middle of the field.
Penalty is wiped out.
Takes Cornell behind the cage, long. That looked like a 91% entering the game. Kirst with a bouncer, goal lead. Goldstein defended by Lake, he scores! It's been Goldstein and Kirst, 4 for the sophomore, and this 3-goal lead for the Big Red feels massive.
Left-handed.
There. Kelleher. Wow. 3. Still no shot on this possession. We'll get a flag. Now Whittier puts one on Cage and scores. Heads-up play by Whittier, knowing that with the flag, it's a free possession. Get the man up quickly. He puts it on goal. He scores. That will likely
White,
Kill the penalty.
number 7, hold, is wiped out.
Good.
The goal is good. Face off.
Spot on, Anish. There's the ward by big Hugh Kelleher. And then Whittier.
John, what do you think?
Running away. Kearst scores an empty netter. And he will! He ties the single season goals record. And he puts Cornell up by 3 with 50 seconds to go.
There's going to be some tears of joy. The Kearst family and Big Red Nation. If there's one player you want the ball in his stick in this spot to close it out, to tie the record, it's almost 2-story book.
An odyssey, a half century in the making, but the journey is complete. Cornell will bring a championship home to Ithaca.
We did it!
One of the great championship game individual efforts we have seen. C.J. Kearst was held scoreless in the semifinals for the first time in his career. He responds with 6 goals to deliver Cornell its first national title since 1977. Dana Boyle with Connor Busick.
Coach, it's been 48 years since the championship has been back to Ithaca. As you have tears in your eyes, what emotions are you feeling?
Personally, I know it's been a long time for the whole group, but I came on the heels of the 2009 National Championship with the expectation we were going to win one here.